This is Darrick Ware, and this is the first video in a series of videos about practice. Now, researchers have done extensive study in the area of expertise, and what they have found is that world-class performers, exceptional athletes, all practice in a very unique way. Have you ever wondered why you can practice something for hours and not make any real improvements? Well, in this series, we're going to find out how world-class athletes are able to improve their skills at an accelerated rate. So if you are someone that strives for greatness and understands the importance of squeezing every drop out of practice, this series is exactly what you've been looking for. Now, to see exactly what I'm talking about, check out this video.
Think of the people who are the best performers that you know at anything. Sports, I don't care, is it somebody in sports, somebody in music, somebody in business, whoever they are. Think of the best, world-class, greatest performers you know, and ask yourself, why are they so good? Most of us, if we stop and think about that, we think of a few things. We say, well, they must have some unbelievable, inborn, special ability to do exactly what they're doing. Talent, that's what we mean when we say talent. Or we say, you know what, they have worked unbelievably hard. They have worked harder than anybody else. The trouble is, when you think about them, and certainly when the researchers look into them, they don't hold up very well. Okay? So what can it be? The answer is something that the researchers call deliberate practice, but don't think that that is practice as most of us think of it. It is a very specifically defined set of activities.
What are these activities that lead to deliberate practice, this practice that causes such great achievements? Well, that's what this video series is about. See, there's 5 videos there, and the next video is going to be about making practice mental. This video is all about showing you the power of practice, what's possible with deliberate practice. But before we find out what deliberate practice is, first, look at what's possible with deliberate practice. Well, you're probably wondering why you're looking at all those numbers. Well, Anders Ericsson and William Chase, 2 scientists, set out to find out how much improvement could somebody really make during practice. A question that all of us want to know is, how much can you really improve? Well, what they did to test it is they had a memory test. And they had participants come in and they'd read off a set of numbers, 1 number per second, and then they'd wait 20 seconds. And then they would see how many of those numbers the participants could read back to them. Well, the average person can only remember 7 numbers at a time. And so they took some of those people that could only remember 7 numbers at first, and they signed them up for 250 hours of practice. And then when those participants came back in after their 250 hours of practice, they wanted to see how much of an improvement could they make. Well, these same people who before could only remember 7 digits could now remember anywhere between 82 to 108 digits. Pretty unbelievable. To remember 108 numbers is something most people never would even imagine to be possible. Well, through the power of practice, these people could remember 108 digits. The study scientifically proved that with practice, amazing things are possible. After reading all these scientific studies about expertise and practice, I really wanted to see if changing the way that we practice would make a difference with my high school athletes. And as a high school coach, I saw tremendous results. What you see there, what you have there is a list of the 6 varsity long jump and triple jumpers that I coached the last 3 years. That's all of them. And it has there their starting distance from their first track meet to their last track meet. And here are their improvement numbers. So the amount of improvement that they did, like Charlotte Craddock, she put on 2 feet and 6 1/4 inches to her long jump, which was good enough to get her 3rd place in long jump at the state track meet. She also was the triple jump state champion that same year, and she added 3 feet and some change to her triple jump. Harry Adokwa ended up jumping 47-1, which was good enough to get him a district championship, and he went to the state track meet 2 years in a row. Adam Grant, his long jump went up 3 feet and 6 inches. Good enough for a 21-foot 10 jump. Very good results, and I was really impressed. Even writing this down, I was really impressed just to see how far these kids have come in so little time.
I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me.